Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let me make sure my volume's turned up. On this video, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable pillow. It's a lumbar pillow. Looks like this. We're going to be using a combination of one of these home quad stencils. I'm not sure which one. We'll look at those when we get to that part. We're going to be using this. It's called Village of Old, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to shorten these houses because these are awesome to make them look more like houses on here. And I'm going to show you guys how to create your own color of ink. So it should be good. As you're hopping on, say hello. I'd love to know that you're watching and that I'm not just here talking to myself in my craft room. Feel free to ask questions along the way. Feel free to sprinkle if you like this project. And when I'm all finished, if you want links, I will get those for you. So yes, I did have a very Merry Christmas, and I hope all of you guys did too. All right, so we're going to be using this. This is a lumbar pillow from Magnolia. They're super nice. Look, they have like this, I don't know what this even is. It's a super nice lining. They have a zipper. They're nice and thick. This is, the lumbar pillow comes one in a package. And then Magnolia also has a coordinating set of these 18 by 18 pillow covers. That same color, same great quality, but you get a pack of 2. And then, just so you know, they also have a gorgeous red. But I am one of those people that thinks that you can just never have too many pillows. I love to change them out on my sofa. And I usually just take the pillow insert from one pillow to the very next, to the next, to the next. And I think you can really change the look of a room doing that. So let's start with the houses. We'll probably also put our stencil on for our words, but we're doing a home theme. And I'm going to be making a light blue color to go with my decor. Okay. This is called Village of Old. It's one of my favorite stencils. I used this to make this set last year. These are the nesting trays that Magnolia has. Look how awesome. This is just chalk paste, and this is like one of my all-time favorite projects. I showed it last, like December 2020 or maybe November 2020, and then I showed it again this year. And then I also used this same stencil set to make one of these lighted blue bottles. So, and I know I've used it for a few other things, but anyways, it's a great set. Okay, and this is brand new. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it apart. The lines on here are meant for you to cut the stencils apart. This one is way too long, so I'm going to chop off some of the top. I don't need that much. And we'll figure out where we want to put them, and then we'll mix up our custom color of ink. This is fabric. I want to be able to wash this if necessary. Also, I don't want to be worried that somebody will sit down on my couch with a damp jacket and smear whatever medium I've used all over everything. So I'm going to use ink from Magnolia DIY, and then I will heat set it, and then it'll be permanent. It'll be washable, completely safe, all that good stuff. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, if you were using your stencil, a brand new stencil on a piece of paper, wood, something painted, tin, glass, anything like that, you would definitely want to fuzz it on either some jeans or a fuzzing towel, which is something that Magnolia has. But since I'm going to use it on fabric for the first time, there's really no point in fuzzing it on cloth before I use it on cloth. I am going to label these though. I'm just going to write house on the back of each one. And I'm using a Sharpie. And if you watch DIY Dreaming very much, you hear me say this all the time. It's important which side of your backing sheet you put your stencil back on. So if you label the back of it with a Sharpie, then you know which backing goes on the stencil, and also you know which side. Okay, so this one kind of reminds me of a castle or something, but I think if we cut it off right here, it could look like a house. This one is my favorite. We're not going to use this today, but this one is the church. And you can do all different sizes of this and have a really good outcome. This is a perfect house, so we'll probably do it right here. Or maybe we'll do one that's 2-story, I don't know. We'll do this one, and let's see, let's do this one. No. We'll do this one. Okay, so I'm going to take them off of the backing, and I'll show you what I'm thinking for the way these are going to look. Okay, I'm going to get some blue tape, or in this instance, yellow frog tape. And I'm going to put this underneath where I want to remember to stop so I don't go too far. Okay, I'll hold this up as soon as I get everything on. All right, and just looking to see what do I want to do. So how is everyone doing today? Are you having a good day? I am having a very good day. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing here with a little bit of tape. So we're going to be making a pretty light blue, and then we're going to be doing this this little thing in the other corner that says one of these home sayings, which I think will be really nice. Okay, I'm just going to follow this. And if it seems like I'm talking to myself, I am. That's something that I have a tendency to do, is talk to myself while I'm working. Okay, I'm just looking. I think we need a shorter one. There's no absolute right or wrong on how you do this. We see lots of people on. Yay! Okay. So, let me show you what I've got. I'm obviously not using the whole stencil. So we're just using part of it. So this can look like some houses. And then in this other corner, we're going to either use this one that says home is where the heart is. And you guys listen, I know that this is backwards and I am very sorry about that. But Facebook has some weird glitch happening right now. It's not just to me, it's other crafters. And there is no way I can flip it so you can read it right. So I'm just going to read it to you. This says home is where the heart is. Or we could do this one that says bless our home, or love makes this house a home, or there's no place like home. So I don't know what she's asking, if it's leather. I am very sorry about that. There's just absolutely nothing I can do. I think let's do bless our home. And I am just going to put that sort of up here. We'll see how this looks when I get everything on here. I might add a few more houses, I don't know. Bless our home and all of this. Okay, I have worked with these pillow forms a lot, and I know that they're thick enough that you don't need to put anything in between the layers. But if you were concerned about that, you could just take a paper towel and tuck it in between the layers. I just know from experience that this is tightly woven and that it does not need that. Okay, so let's mix up some colors. I am wanting a light blue, and I am gonna take a big glob of, this is the navy blue, it's called navy blue. It's ink. Ink is what you use on fabric and ceramics. It must be heat set. And then it's permanent. This is what I use on t-shirts, on tea towels, anything that could get wet that is fabric, or whoops, like t-shirts, tea towels, tote bags, pillows. You can stencil so many different things. And then I will just use my iron to heat set it. Okay, so then we're gonna add some white. And this is what I have going right now. We're gonna mix up a good bit of it because this is gonna take a good bit of ink to cover all this surface. So when I fiddled around with this before, I think I did about a little bit more white than blue. We'll try that and see how that works. I am looking for my multitask tool, which looks like this. And I'm just gonna pull some of this blue in here with all of this white. We'll just mix it up. And that's still bluer than I want, so I'm going to take a little bit more white and pull that into it. And you can, you can create any color you can imagine, basically. Hopefully we have enough here. We'll see. Just going to get that excess off of this tool. Put it in here so we can use it. And I'll just set it over here. Don't mind me while I talk to myself. So did you guys know that you can mix colors? You can do that with chalk paste. You can also do that with ink. Okay. All right, so everything out of my way. Let's bring our pillow back over and let's start with the houses. didn't fold my stencils over on top of each other, which I did. It's okay, just be gentle and they'll pull out. Okay, so this is what I have right here. And, okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use a cut apart squeegee that's still big, that hasn't been made smaller. Oh dang, keep sticking my finger in the ink to pick up my little bowl. And I'm just going to put a big glob on here and we'll see how much that does. So if you've never worked with stencils before, and I know a lot of you guys have not, they can seem a little bit scary. I might have too much ink. What do you know? But I promise you, once you do a couple things, I do have too much ink. Oh my goodness. Once you just use them a few times, you'll get the hang of it and they won't seem scary anymore. They're like, kind of like a newborn baby. When you have your first baby, you're like, oh, you feel like they're so fragile. And then when you have your next baby, you're like, oh yeah, kids are sturdy. And you're not so concerned about everything, and stencils are the same. Okay. So I'm going to pull these off. Oh, they're cute. And I'm going to go throw them in my tub. I don't know, we might do a layered thing where I might come back afterwards and add some more houses in maybe a different color. Throwing these in my little tub of water so they can soak over here. Oh, and I see I did get a little smudge of blue on here. Okay, this is what it looks like so far. Yeah, I think I will come back and do some more, do something else kind of in the background. We'll see. This is one of those projects where it's evolving before your very eyes. I don't know exactly where I'm going. And usually I do. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this part here that says bless our home. And then I'm going to talk to you about how you heat set. And this is going to be specific to heat setting fabric, because you can use this same medium on ceramics as well, and you would just heat set that in your oven. Okay, I want to resist the urge to keep going over and over and over my stencil. Oh, that's super cute. I think that we do need to add some more in here. And I was kind of thinking about maybe doing a light green, because these are my colors for my house. There's our little houses. And here's bless our home. What do you guys think? I want to know what you think. Would you like to have some other houses kind of in the background maybe that are different colors? I will have to wait for this to thoroughly dry and I'll heat set it before I layer another set of houses on there. But what do you guys think? And you know what? I have 2 tubs of blue ink. So I will use one of them when I get done here. I'll load all of the dark blue ink from one into the other, and then I'll use this tub for my light blue, because I mixed up more than what I need, and I don't want to waste that. I don't know if you feel the same way as me. Anyways, this is what we have so far. So super easy. You can totally customize your projects with more than one stencil, more than one design. You can even do your own colors. You like the simplicity of it right now, Sue says. Okay, and Evelyn says yes, more houses. No, Colette says yes, more houses. I could also do this gray owl, which is a pretty light gray, or I might dilute some green and see what I can come up with that. But anyways, this was our super simple project, and what I want to tell you now is how to heat set, okay? So once this is thoroughly dry, let's use another one for an example so I don't accidentally ruin this. Say we were working on this. Okay, once it's completely dry, I would get my ironing board out, or if you have a heat press, you can do that. And I would just lay this piece of parchment paper on top of my project that's several hours dry. Several hours or overnight. And then using a regular iron, I'm going to put it on cotton, no steam. And for 3 or 4 minutes, I'm just going to move my iron around and around and around. And that's all there is to it. I mean, it seriously could not be any easier. This is exactly how I do it with all the tea towels that I make here too. So that is the project. That's how you heat set. That's how you can mix your inks to come up with custom colors. And so how do you heat set it? I just showed Belinda. Hopefully you saw that. I use my iron on cotton, no steam, go over it for 3 or 4 minutes. Oh, thank you for sharing, Jackie. Yeah, so if anyone has questions, or if you want a link to inks or squeegees or the stirring tools or the stencils, just let me know, and I would be glad to get that for you so you don't have to go hunt it down. Oh my, okay, I'm seeing lots of good suggestions. So I'm going to hop off now and answer all your questions. When my project is dry, I will heat set it, and then I think I will add another layer, and then I will get pictures and I'll show those to you either tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I have tons of craft projects in process. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow for more. Oh, okay, I see somebody's asking me. Let me answer one more question and then I'm gonna go. How do you heat set ceramics? Well, what you do is you take your ceramic piece, whether it's a mug or an ornament or, you know, whatever it is. And once the ink is dry on your piece of ceramic, you're gonna put it on a cookie sheet in a cold oven. And you turn your oven on to about 300, roughly. And your cold ceramic in a cold oven will go with the temperature of the oven up to 300, and then it will come back to room temperature. And I usually do it for 30 minutes to an hour. And then I'll leave it in the oven to cool back to room temperature before I take it out. So it's gonna go with a cold oven up to 300 and then come back down to room temperature. And usually I just set the timer when I first put it in the oven for either 30 minutes or an hour, and you can do multiple pieces at the same time. Are they retiring the house stencil? That's a great question. Okay, this is time-sensitive information, what I'm about to tell you. The Village of Old stencil is one of the Christmas stencils that's 20% off. If you're watching this video in between December 27th and December 31st of 2021, it's one of the Christmas stencils that is 20% off. And it will be probably paused at the end of the night on the 31st. and it will not be available again until probably fall of next year. I don't think they'll retire this stencil because it's such an awesome one and there's just so much potential for it. But it will definitely be paused as far as I know. So if you want this Village of Old stencil, grab it now. And grab it while it's 20% off. That's even better. Alrighty. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.